Welcome to GoLiveTV, the future in your hands. The only multicultural IPTV station that brings communities together. Over 2.7 million people have already watched. GoLiveTV, anytime, anywhere.
走出心灵的阴霾，活出生命的色彩，别让青春再期待，改造每一个现在。走出心灵的阴霾，活出生命的色彩，别让青春。
Wow, who is that? Gwenville, so happy to see you here.
Can I have a seat? Thank you. Thank you.
So happy.
Thank you.
Beautiful outfit.
Thank you. And yours too?
Thank you. 亲爱的观众朋友，大家好！今天只剩下2天，我们的圣诞夜就要来了。我非常非常高兴，今天在我们圣诞节的最后一次的特刊里面，我请到了我们城中有名的小提琴家 Gwenville Pinto。Hi, Gwenville. Do you want to say hi to our audience?
Hello, audience. Hello, everybody out there who's watching this evening. We are so close to Christmas. I'm so happy to be here and to be here with Elsa and being part of this festive show.
Yes. You know what? Just looking at the way you walk in, so Christmassy. So I'm trying to wear something to match you today.
I was trying to match you.
Tell us about, I hardly see any musicians, dressing up like you. And it's always like so classy, so different, matching your music. Tell us about I know that you have so much talent. I just don't know what you cannot do. You can do this, you can do that, Same thing with fashion, one of my favorites.
I got to be honest, my
Yes.
musical tastes are all over the map. So I've always listened to anything and everything. I think that's why my wardrobe reflects that. When I'm home, I'm not dressing like this, but even those clothes are kind of off the wall and eclectic. So, yeah, I mean, as far as variety goes, the sky's the limit.
I cannot imagine that I'm asking a guy about fashion. Can you show me? Can you teach me? Can you guide me?
Wow. I don't know. Some of it's trial and error, to be honest.
Right.
I don't know. Every time I get up and put something on, sometimes it's not always a winner. So, and you hear of people sometimes, they have things that could be something with a fancy suit and it ends up malfunctioning, let's say. We've all seen that in the news over time. So,
Wow. You know, that tells
yeah.
me something. Just looking at your appearance, your fashion, it tells me about your music. So much varieties, you know. It can be fast, it can be slow, it can be romantic, it can be exciting. It's just like, you know, how you present with your appearance, you know? Yeah.
sure, okay, I like that.
亲爱的观众朋友，今天Granville 一走进来啊，我一看到他，你们看到他身上穿的这一些衣服哈，全部都是手做的哦，他自己挑的这些布料。他说他非常喜欢 shopping， 所以你看看他红的，我配他红的，应该今天是我来配他。I'm just telling my people, I said that today you are the flower, I'm the one matching you.
Oh, we got flowers right here too, so there's a lot of love in this room.
Yeah, I know.
Christmas love.
Yeah, this year, right? Christmas. This
We
is,
need it,
Yeah,
especially this year.
especially
Absolutely,
this year. Yeah. Today on the way here, I was thinking, you know, what a great honor we have you as our last show for Christmas season. You know, but this Christmas means a lot to me. Not only that we need to sing, you know, Jingle Bell and happy opening the present. You know what happened this year, right? And one thing I noticed, no matter what happened this year, music is always on. And it's even more. Do you agree with that?
I always say music is a need.
Yes.
It's as simple as that. And it doesn't matter if it's good times, bad times. It's an integral part. It brings people together. It keeps people together. It's a mood regulator. It can be a savior as well. You know, the right song on the right day puts you in the right mood and can make someone who's down feel up, you know, and uplift and, you know, put someone out of a mood that could be detrimental.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you tell us more about your musical journey, especially for this year? I know many things canceled. You know, all the physical events, all the physical performances, cancel. So I often have to perform from computer, from my cell phone, and I need to send my video for the virtual event. It's really a little bit different to me, but of course it's different platform too. Okay, so the music is ongoing, but still I need we need to feel people, we need to see people. Musician like you, always so much life on the stage. How do you feel about that? How many events have I heard one musician? He told me that his event was from 30 a month down to 0.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's yeah. So, but I think a good thing about musicians, they use music to comfort themselves. They get a lot of content, right, and satisfaction, and then tranquility when they are performing. So sometimes, you know, in the middle of the night, I just went on my piano and I feel very differently. Before Christmas, I was getting very excited putting up all the lights. But this year, I want to be, you know, a little bit different. Can you tell us about how you handle your 2020 with your music?
You know, trying to share my music in different ways. And I think trying to share it online, it's a challenge because when you're used to being in a room where there's, first of all, you feel the presence of other people, and that's gone. When you're doing a live stream or you're doing something that's to a screen, that was a big adjustment for me. And that's one of the hurdles I had to get over. But now I've gotten kind of comfortable with it because it's kind of fun when you're doing a stream and people are actually commenting. They're typing in their comments. They're putting little emojis and little love signs are going up and these, you know that there's a presence. It's a different presence. And that's what I had to adjust to. And it's something which you feel love in a different way. But I gotta admit, the way God intended for us to interact with each other, nothing beats that. Being together in a room, being able to feel each other's presence, being able to interact on that level and share music and share love and share, you know, just share with each other.
Right. 刚刚Granville 跟我们谈到，我们今年2020年对于所有的演出的人来说是非常非常困难的。我们从台上走到线下，走到线下呢，我们必须对着电脑、对着我们的手机，把我们的感情放进去。其实我们对着，好像是没有人，我们好像是对着没有人在演奏。但是他说了，看到在线上的演奏的时候呢，他这些他的粉丝都会写一些短短的评语啦，鼓励他啦，所以这个还是另外一种不同方式的交流。当然，我们的所有做文艺圈的人都知道，我们还是非常希望跟大家有一个这个直接的互动，台上台下的感觉。但是今年是一个让我们值得思考的一年。So now let's talk about your music. You know what? When I was going through your website, looking at your music, I love traveling. I saw that Santorini.
Yeah.
You have been to many countries. And how did you think of it? You had the music first before you think about the destination, or you dream about the place, then you come up with the song. Which one?
That's an amazing question. That is really an amazing question. It's like kind of like building a suit. Sometimes I buy the shoes first, and then I build the suit. It's kind of funny.
Right.
Or one piece, like the bow tie, could set it off, and then you can build from there. Similarly, comes with your music. You can envision a song. I never thought I'd be going to Santorini and Greece and all these connections with, traveling the world and even down south where I've been. The first place I follow is my heart. That's where I follow. And my heart, really, because my brain is all over the place and it's connected to my heart. It leads me to all over the place, including places that are not even on this planet, maybe. So some of my music, when I'm composing, can just be it's influenced by the music that I hear, and we're all influenced by what we're surrounded by. And then we use our imagination and we try and create from there. And then it's funny where it leads you after that when you present it. And it's like you take these little steps. You create the music, and then you get an opportunity maybe to make a video, or you end up in another country shooting. And that's, there's no real recipe and there's no plan really. It just happens.
Okay, so listening for what you just told me and also looking at you, I know that you are the type of person with a free spirit. You can fly to the moon.
Absolutely.
You can, I know you can.
Let's go.
That's another
We'll take
another
Santa's
fantasy for
sleigh.
you.
Let's go.
我们刚刚在讲到，就是说 Granville 呢，我看到他那些他的那个网站啊，他的那音乐实在是太让我激动了。不是只有音乐的技术节奏，他在这个希腊的 Santorini 岛在上面演出，那种视觉跟那种听觉的那种结合，我觉得真是一大享受。大家观众朋友，你一定要上你那个 Granville 他的网站去看一看他的音乐是怎么样。Your website is Granville Pinto, gpinto.com, right?
I had to make it shorter because my name is so long.
Your name is so
Yeah, my mother gave me a long name, but still I put gpinto.com, but then people ask what it stands for, and then they learn it, and then they remember.
Yeah, I know. When I studied about your life, I was looking about your young childhood picture. It was so cute.
Oh.
How you chose the violin, or your mom gave you violin lesson?
My mom is the one who influenced me to learn violin, I would say. She's a pianist, and
Right.
she taught me on piano first. And then I started learning violin after that. I went to a school and learned because my mother didn't play. And then we saw the little children going with their violin cases to school. And that's, I went and tried it, and I took well to it.
Have you ever thought about quitting? Because I feel the violin, there's no particular keys like a piano. Piano, like a C is C. Violin, you have to feel it. You have to be really, your ear has to be very, very good.
Well, that's the question I ask people who play other instruments, like pianists, for example. It really fascinates me how you can coordinate two hands. That's beyond, so I get intimidated by that. And what you get intimidated by is my comfort zone. So I feel comfortable playing the violin. I love the violin because it's very emotional for me. I don't want to say make love to the instrument, but I just said it. You're embracing the instrument,
yes.
and you're using your whole body to play the violin,
Right.
as opposed to just, you can be technical
Right.
and play, but I like emotional music and playing from the heart and playing something that can move people.
Right.
You know,
and you could feel,
emotionally.
you had that kind of emotion ever since you were young when you first started, or you just started to develop when you growing up?
Oh, I love music. I think I've always loved music. I'm just so passionate about music that I think it comes out in the way that I play my violin and songs that I have that same feeling about.
Right. Granville 呢，他从小就是他其实是在一个音乐世家哈，他妈妈是钢琴家，两个姐姐也是弹钢琴的。那么他们从小就有那种艺术天分，所以妈妈从小就让他去学小提琴。但是在他学小提琴当中，他说他不就是一个拥抱小提琴这种情怀。其实我们所有学音乐的人都能够有这种感受。像我弹钢琴，我就是拥抱我的钢琴。那种拥抱呢，当然不是这样你去 hug 它，可是在你在演奏这种音乐当中的时候，你的感情就自然会从你的指尖里面流露出来。它也是一样，小提琴左手这样弹也是一样的。所以他说他是一个随性的人哈，随性的人，所以他的音乐是属于那种非常多样性，而且技巧性非常的高，节奏性非常的强。I notice your music, the rhythm, sense of rhythm is so strong. You know, traditional pianist. And the type of music you play, I would say probably the sense of rhythm is most challenging, and it was moving very fast. Can you, tell us about your music? Is most of them are like fast songs, and how much practice you need to manage to get to that kind of rhythm accuracy?
Oh, I don't practice enough. I spend a lot of time behind the scenes
That's so
creating.
unfair.
It is unfair, but this is how it is these days. And to make things happen, I spend time trying to create my suits, for example. So I don't get enough time to spend on my violin, but I love music so much again. And I used to DJ when I was a teenager. So you talk about rhythm. That's where I get a lot of my rhythm from. It's the 4/4 time. We used to. So it's this love again for music. I was born and raised in Hamilton. I used to look so forward to come to Toronto. Now I live in Toronto, and I really appreciate the city because we used to come here, buy our records, go back to the city, and just take that music in. And it's that, I guess, that got into my blood with the rhythm. And now I'm so lucky that I get to, create my own music based on my life experiences, and I get to share it with all of you.
我特别觉得 Granville 他的音乐呢节奏感很强。那他说呢，他不是常常练习的，我觉得这实在太不公平了。他说他花更多的时间去看他的衣服。Do you understand Chinese at all?
I know Chinese music. Remember, I told you so. But I need to learn some of the language. I was
Yeah.
only raised with English. Even Indian, I didn't
yeah.
learn, and that's my background.
OK， 刚刚 Granville 他其实他会拉我们的中国人的那个月亮代表我的心，你问我爱 ，right? Yeah.
Play it.
I know. So you're so talented. Honestly, I mean, I feel not only you love music, you have a passion of music, and you love almost everything. You love cultures, because from your music, I see cultures is multicultural. It's just like our channel Go Live. We have Italian, we have Spanish, we have Portuguese, Korean, Japanese, and Chinese, of course English, and also Latin America, right? I see your music, you have explored so many different cultures like Greece. And even though you have not, I'm not sure whether you have been to India, even though you were born in Canada, but I still see a lot of influence, your background culture, in your music. Okay, can you share a few more other cultures that may affect your music?
Oh, I think it's all these nationalities and we're no stranger to this. Everybody who's watching right now, you live in this part of the world, you are influenced by so many different nationalities. I was raised in Hamilton, like I said. There were so many different cultures when I was being brought up. It was predominantly, I got influenced by the Italian culture growing up. So because of that, I learned a lot of Italian music. So tarantellas and sounds like that. So this was my exposure to culture, not just playing music that I may have heard or I may have taken a liking to on my own, but music that I had to play to cater to a crowd. So I used to play for weddings when I was a young boy. I used to play for church. So I'd play anything from Ave Maria, because I was an altar boy at the church. And I went and played. So Ave Maria, I played nice soft songs like that. Then I go to a wedding and I'm playing a song like The Godfather and Tarantellas. And fast forward, you come to Toronto and it's an even bigger, I don't know, melting pot or mosaic, what you want to call it. It's so many different cultures here. I have learned songs and music from every culture probably on this planet. I've had to learn.
Wow, wow, that's amazing. Granville 我刚刚跟他说，在他的音乐里面呢，我就看到了非常非常多的文化。OK， 第一个我看到的是希腊，他在 Santorini Island， 然后他现在说他受这个，当然他本身是印度的啊，印度人，但是他是出生在加拿大，在加拿大的这个 Hamilton， 但是呢他说了，意大利文化对他也非常的有影响力，而且他从小是在教堂里面，所以从小在教堂里面，他演奏一些什么 Ave Maria 这种比较传统的教堂的圣诗，然后一直到他年轻的时候去做 DJ 这种热力的感觉也会带给他，所以他是一个他的整体呢是由很多种不同的这种性质所组成的，这是他今天成功的原因。This is why I think it's amazing that how successful people they have so much elements in life. You know, I know that your major study was not music, even though you studied music for so long. Your background is like marketing, and that's
right.
Is really helping you.
Yeah, I wasn't planned for that to work out in my music endeavors, but yes.
Yeah. So how did you, like, you know, when you were growing up, right, when you were young, I know probably all the people around you, they may not want to go to a music career. And sometimes the musicians, they can be pretty isolated. You know, because when I was young, I need to spend all my time practicing like 8 hours a day. That means I have no friends, only study, go to church, school, home, no TV, and all the friends around me, they are not going to go to music career. How would that help you to choose this path, especially when your background is marketing?
You know, I think in life, it's one word. It's not easy to accomplish, balance. In capital letters, balance. We want to be able to have a little bit of everything. You want to be able to watch, you need to watch a little bit of TV. You have to know some pop culture. You need to practice as well. You need to you have a little bit of church as well to have, you know, the external influence. So all these things I think help to influence us and turn us into an individual or a person who can relate to others and really not be afraid of any situation as a result.
Okay, I have some curiosity to ask you. I mean, have you ever cried when you listen to music or when you play? When you play, you usually get very high or you get sometimes kind of very emotional. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it takes a lot to drive me to tears. But I'll tell you, when I lost my mother, that's the one time when I really did cry. She's the one who's the backbone of my music. And I get very emotional thinking about her. I dedicated my Christmas album, actually, which is at gpinto.com, Christmas Glow. I dedicated to her, and that's how I dealt with when I lost her. I dealt with my loss that way. Yeah, but musically, where was I going? I want to say musically, I just... Emotions, we want to say, yeah. Emotionally, I just love music so much. I love music so much, and I got sort of sidetracked thinking about my mother. But what were you saying about the question? Sorry.
Have you sometimes, you know, in the middle of the night, all of a sudden one song may hit me, and I listen to the song. I can cry for hours and hours for no reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, there's a burn that I get inside of me, if you want to say that. I listen to certain songs, like the good melody, you know, a song that, it doesn't have to even be an emotional song. It could be a fast song, but it's something that just the instruments and the way they're all put together, the presentation moves me. And it moves me and it hits me right here.
Yes.
You know, and I think a lot of us, you know, when you get that feeling, you know, it blocks everything else out. And you just, you know, you have this, I'm looking straight ahead. I got this tunnel vision sort of thing. I'm just captured in the moment.
Right.
Yeah.
我们刚刚在分享哈，音乐家跟音乐家中间的分享， 讲到音乐带给我们这种情感上的这种冲击，就像我们有时候会在一首曲子，他说他不容易掉泪。那么我自己本人呢，我是很容易就是说听到一首喜欢的曲子，它突然会触动我一根神经，然后可以让我就是不停的流眼泪。那么他呢，他是喜欢在这所有的 presentation， 比如说把这个音乐放在一块啦，怎么样去作曲啦，然后怎么样把这个团队弄起来，把它还包括一些其他的 marketing 的东西，这个能够让他觉得很 exciting。所以我觉得他是在音乐上面一个非常成功的一个音乐人士哈。So now I'm sure a lot of people would like to know, okay, looking at you, so glamorous, okay, so successful, what is the most terrible experience? Like maybe, okay, for me, I remember when I was doing my conducting at the church, I was so confident, so I couldn't find my binder. Then I said, okay, no, I'm okay. So I just went on to conduct 2 sentences, complete blank. I could never forget that. But I was so shameful because everyone stopped and they want to see how I handled that. After that, I know I have to be well prepared. But that still was my nightmare. Have you ever felt that kind of a depression after a certain, like a performance? Oh, I wish I have done that.
There's a rush that I get when I go out there and perform. Don't get me wrong. There you have an audience. You're connecting with them. It's this high that you get. But there's always this. There's a good angel and a bad one, or a devil on the one shoulder. I got this devil on one shoulder, who tries to tell me, like say if you're walking down the street, there's a chance you might fall or you slip on the ice if it's cold outside and there's ice. But there's the good angel is going to tell you, no, you can walk that and you'll walk straight and you're not going to fall. I got this devil over here sometimes when I'm playing and I get nervous and my bow could bounce or I could, something could happen. My fingers don't, could seize up or something that doesn't connect. Because when you're playing as a musician, there's so many different body parts connected. Yes. Our heart's connected to our brain, connected to our fingers. And it's not just doing something, you're not just regurgitating something. It's not just pushing a button. Even pushing a button can be difficult sometimes, but
wow, that's amazing. It's hard to believe though.
Yeah.
Because you look so confident and so free on the stage.
Well, I think a lot of people have that. A lot of people, what you see, and I'm being honest and open with everybody. I'm telling you, this is a real thing. You get a little bit of nervous energy before. That's a good thing, I think, though, because otherwise you can get too confident. And I've seen musicians who come out, they think they own the, I don't want to knock anybody or say anybody, I can't even think specifically, but sometimes we all can be overconfident sometimes. But then the bigger you are, the harder you fall, sort of thing. It's better to, you under-promise, over-deliver. Yes. You know what I mean there? So you come in, don't come in like you're up here because, anything could happen. Be humble. I've always been taught be humble. I was always kind of, an underdog, we can say, sort of thing. This wasn't my main course of, it was always an emotional thing for me to play my violin. It was a hobby. It became full-time. I've been doing it for most of my life, and I don't know anything else to do. Now I do it full-time. I've been very fortunate. I get to travel, and people get to, I play for celebrities, and I play for people who are on the street as well, in nursing homes even, over like during the pandemic. So I play for anybody and everybody, and I've been very lucky that I get to share my love of the instrument. But there's a side, to musicians. You might call it smoke and mirrors. Sometimes there's something behind the scenes that goes on, and we're all human.
Yes， 管飞，我没想到他这么成功啊！他刚刚跟我讲说，他上台的时候也会紧张哎，我以为就是某一部分的人会紧张啊。那他说，他有时候在弹拉提琴的时候，他的手会开始去抖。或者是说他的心啊，他的脑没有说真正的全部都混在一起，没有真正的就结合在一块的时候，他也会有那种 stage fright， 就是惧怕舞台的感觉。尤其他在演出的时候，有时候他在老人院啊，有时候在大舞台啊。刚刚我们进场的时候，我们都在讲说他是属于那种 Las Vegas 的那种大的音乐家，他也会有这种惧怕。所以呢，在上场之前呢，一个充足的准备是绝对必要的。还有他讲到，很多的音乐家就是太过自信了，因为他们演出了100场、1000场， 可是那一个错误常常就会发生出来，所以最好就是要保持谦虚、努力、学习，然后当你在台上的时候，你是完全的忘我的去表现。Now, how about on the stage? Okay, I sometimes I talk to my student, right? Right now, to me, I don't get nervous so much now if I'm well prepared. So one audience, no audience, 1 million people, to me, it seems to be the same for me, because I feel that when I'm performing, I'm so drawn with the music. I'm so much into the music, and then I forget about who is around me. It's just like by myself. Do you have that kind of feeling too when you're on the stage, or you actually kind of you are cautious with the audience, or music is your first,
When I'm on a stage, I might see the first row or the first couple rows,
Right.
and there could be thousands of people out there, and I'm not. You can't see everybody.
Right.
And I'm not even thinking about that. And when I'm playing, it's about I get in the zone, what I call the zone. For me, I get in this musical arena, my own space, and I'm sharing it with people. I can feel the love back in the room when I'm performing, and now we're learning how to do that when we're online as well,
Right.
to feel that love coming back. But yeah, I do. That's why I, especially when it's songs that I've written or songs that I'm emotionally attached to, when I get to present it, I'm super excited about that. And yeah.
Talk about your new album, your one of your album. I saw this allegretto. What does that allegretto mean to you? Because when we learn music, it's fast and happily. But in your music, not only the speed I see. In your music, I see not only the spirit I see the movement. Animation is like visual and audio to me. It's the best combination. That's why I was watching your video one after another. Really, really enjoyable.
Thank you.
Tell us about that song, the inspiration of that song.
Let me tell you the videos first of all.
Yes.
My videos, I put on a reflection of me. I put everything into that. I think it's my presentation of everything I've built up in my lifetime. So, these days the viewer, it's very, very fortunate that they can go on and just go on and see everything online. So feel free to go on there and check my videos out, and be taken on a musical journey.
Yes. Yes.
And you talk about Allegretto. That song we shot the video in Greece. It was not intended to be shot in Greece. The song Allegretto means fast. It's actually a song. It's a cover song, actually, not a song that I wrote, but it's classical in nature.
Okay.
And it's got some speed to it. It's got some excitement. It has it's the type of music that can like movie music almost kind of thing. Yeah.
我要介绍给大家一首曲子，这首曲子叫做 Allegretto， 它的意思就是在意大利文，它是讲的快。但是在他的曲子里面，我看到的不是只是速度而已，我看到的是很多的这个视觉跟听觉的结合，就像我们刚开始讲的哈。这首歌是在希腊拍制成的，我觉得他那种视觉的那种享受，实在是把他的听觉发挥到最高的境界。Okay, let's enjoy this Allegretto.
I think if I went back now, I might be, yeah. But I'm not then. I don't know how I shot that.
You don't know how you shot that,
And
right?
that wasn't a backdrop. That was real, everything you saw.
So you had to climb. How many hours you have to climb up there?
Well, we
shoot a
had
song?
to, that was quite the job to,
Quite a job, right?
I mean, the endeavor. Not just climb, you're not climbing a mountain. There's ways we had to go to get up to shoot,
That's
for that
so
video.
fantastic. This
Yeah.
is such a beautiful view. But it's a lot of work before you shoot a song.
It was a lot of work to shoot, and we had to do, you do it over several days, and you go early in the morning. You want to capture the right moment. The film crew wanted to get the right lighting, so there's so many different moving parts.
They have to be physically very fit too. I know a lot of people, they
Yeah.
cannot climb that high.
There
They
was some-
get,
Oh, we have gear and all too that we're carrying, so that's why you have to be careful when you're, there's some spots when you're trying to walk and you could fall. You have to, you should be
Wow.
very, very careful.
That's
but we were,
amazing.
and everything was safe, and this was pre-COVID, so we still had to be safe in a different way.
Yes,
Yeah.
we are so thankful that we have you to bring us for this view. 刚刚看到了哈，他们要爬好久好久的山哈，然后呢才能够把这首歌真正的好的景象给录制起来。早上要很早起来，为了要看日出啊，这种要是有惧高症的人，我相信估计是很困难的。Let's talk about today is almost Christmas. When I first saw your album, Christmas album, I was very touched because I don't see a lot of instrumentalist Christmas album, mostly like a singing. So when I saw your Christmas album, I went through almost every song, honestly. And that was this particular song I like very much. Probably people may be surprised why I like that song because everybody knows it's Jingle Bell, Jingle Bell Rock, and the Winter Wonderland. The song I like very much from your album is Away in a Manger. Yeah, that one, it gave me so much peace. And it got, 3-beat, moving. It's very, very soothing. Because I think a lot of people during Christmas time, they are more engaged with the family gathering, opening the presents. But the peace behind Christmas is, for me, is very important. I'm not sure about what Christmas mean to you. The other day we recorded a video, and then I was asking, what does Christmas mean to you? Somebody said that opening the present, and the kids say a holiday. For me, Christmas is music and peace. How about you? I'm curious to know.
Well, for me, it's going to church on Christmas Eve. That's how we always look forward to that. And it was officially Christmas after we got home, after midnight mass.
Oh, so you're Catholic.
I was born and raised Catholic, yes.
Oh, so you always go to this Christmas Eve.
Went to Christmas Eve mass, yeah. And then
Yeah.
would come home, and we didn't do a lot of the gifts. My father, he was a single earner, so we didn't have a lot of money growing up. So I think
Okay.
that was my dad's excuse for let's try and cut the gifts down. But we did have some people we had this one lady, she was like our fairy godmother for my sisters and I, and she'd always get us gifts. So we looked so forward to that one gift we would get, and we just couldn't open it till we got home, So it's one of those things, it was church first, actually.
Beautiful.
In our case. And that was my first exposure to performing and a stage and playing before people happened
In church.
inside church.
Yes.
And that goes for a lot of performers as well. Whitney Houston and Beyonce, they all got their start playing inside church, believe it or not.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Great.
Very interesting. That
刚刚
for
讲
me.
了这个 Granville， 他说到他最早的一个演出的经验就从教堂来的。比如说在Christmas Eve 的时候，他们全家都会去这种天主教的这个望弥撒，在那个时候他就开始去演出了。所以他们在成长过程当中并不是一个非常有钱的家庭，可是他们的礼物也不是特别的多，但是音乐是他们的宝贝。音乐是他们的财宝。So I think even though you said you don't have that much Christmas gift, but music is already the best wealth, right?
Music, well, yeah, I have to. Music, that's a whole other chapter. For me, growing up, I didn't have access to music a lot, but we did have, we created our own music, we sang right inside. We had family sing songs when I was young.
Oh.
We'd all be around the piano and singing like Away in a Manger and, all these songs, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, and O
Yes,
Come All Ye
yes,
Faithful, Joy to the World. And yeah, and that's
Oh.
those are the songs which I think of when I think of Christmas.
Right. So no wonder, even with your growing experience, may not be the wealthiest, right? But I can see the happiness in your eyes. and the happiness in your song. And such a song like Away in a Manger, I feel that because I grew up in the church too. So it's always like a church, right? So Away in a Manger is a song that I have not sing for a long time. Because most people, they pick the song that most people know, right? Away in a Manger only once in a while. So when I heard this song, I really want to share our audience this song. Let's hear that Away in a Manger.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm doing it by myself, right? That one? Oh, wait a minute. Okay. The version I'm going to play is it's a little different from the one that's on the album because I don't have it's the version that was influenced, which has the one on Christmas Glow.
Right.
So just to let people know what they're going to hear right now, it's still Away in a Manger, but it's the one which I was raised on.
Sure,
And
okay.
It was both versions,
Yeah,
right?
you get ready and I'll talk to my audience. 现在这个 Grandview 他要为我们演出这个在马槽里这首歌，我很久没有听到了。那么他会有他自己一些特别的一些情感在里面。这首歌也是他小时候在教堂里面常常唱的歌。但是这首在马槽里，它是非常的幽静是一种祥和的感觉。我非常希望在这个平安夜的前夕，能够跟大家分享这首曲子《Away in a Manger》。Let's enjoy. Let's have some commercial break and we come back soon.
Welcome to GoLiveTV, the future in your hands. The only multicultural IPTV station that brings communities together. Over 2.7 million people have already watched. GoLiveTV, anytime, anywhere.
This is our family.
This is our life.
And we are Leuna.
Granville, do you dance?
I'm a really bad dancer, but
I don't believe you. Really? Because the way you turn in the video, the way you turn, the way you dance is like a bird. It's like
it's just sorry, I'm just saying it's just my love for music, that's all. But you put me on a ballroom dance floor, I'm all thumbs or
I thought
whatever
I'm
they
even
call
worse,
it.
you know,
Yeah.
because the way I see your body movement with the music, you are really in, you know.
Yeah.
We were talking about the different culture, and this video about yours, I think you are very, very lucky. Not you are born like your blood is filled with music, okay? Not only you're born as a musician. I feel that you are such a great actor too, because when you
Okay.
yeah, okay, accepted, admitted. Because the way you perform with people, the interaction, the physical, the look, you know, the relationship, it shows very, very much in next
Yeah.
video. I think you're very lucky. Oh, with all this so
thank
beautiful.
you. I just like to be myself, that's all. And I love people, I love music, and I'm not trying to be something I'm not, that's all.
Is it your nature? Your nature was not shy, or you were just trained?
No, I used to get in trouble a lot for talking when I was in class, so
For talking.
maybe I did have a bit of a, I don't know, I used to actually when I'm trying to think, back in grade school, I wasn't prepared for this question. But yeah, this was something which really happened. I used to get in trouble for talking. So maybe that was a sign that maybe I was supposed to use my mouth as well as my fingers with my music. So hence the acting part, I guess,
Wow.
gets included, whether you like it or not. You got me.
我们刚刚看到这个 Granville 呢，我说他不只是一个音乐家，而且他的市场呢做得非常的好，而且他还能跳舞。他说他是一个很糟糕的舞者，我不相信，因为他的舞步都非常的轻盈，尤其配合节奏。同时，我还觉得他的这个就是 acting 哈，演出啊，非常的专业，尤其在他所有的 video 里面，有时候要跟一些人的配合。你们看一看他下一个一个 video 呢，是加入了这个中东的风情的，非常迷人。I just talk to our audience about your Arabian atmosphere video. How did you start with that kind of passion in such a culture? I find Arabian culture is very attractive, and it's very mysterious too.
Well, let me tell you, first of all, that's on my Perfect Day album, which was produced by a gentleman called Pavlo, who's an international flamenco guitarist, very, very talented. I'm going to be playing with him in Vegas in the next few months, actually. And he produced that album, and a lot of the music is influenced. Some of it, we wrote the album together and this song together, and we took our cultures. He's Greek, I'm Indian, and if you look on the map how the music gets influenced, the Middle Eastern culture is influenced by, and vice versa, the Indian culture and the Greek culture. So we gave our own little version. We wrote a song called Sweet Arabian Fantasy, and it's actually influenced. You know, it has the beats of the Arabic culture.
Oh, wow.
But also behind it is going to be our own roots that are in there. Yep.
That's interesting. That's very amazing, and it's very new to a lot of people. Yeah. OK， 刚刚 Granville 他讲了啊，因为他是本来就是在印度的这个根啊。那么他帮他写这个下面这个专辑的这个人呢，他是一个 Greek. I think you said that this is a Greek written by a Greek guy, right?
Correct.
Yeah. 他是一个
Both of us wrote together.
Both of yeah， 他们两个人一起创作了下面这首曲子。那个人是一个弹那个西班牙的flamenco 吉他的。那么他们要这些曲子呢，在明年2月份要到拉斯维加斯去表演去。那他就想到这个印度跟这个希腊这样连线下来呢，它里面就掺杂了很多中东就有这两个文化的一个影子。所以他下面写这首歌叫做 Sweet Arabian Fantasy， 甜蜜的中东的。甜蜜阿拉伯幻想曲，非常有意思啊！我们大家一起来欣赏。Let's enjoy Sweet Arabian Fantasy. for such a, today is like a concert for us. Yeah. Okay, now.
Thank you, Elsa.
Yeah, Granville, have a seat.
Okay.
We are going to talk more. You know what? I see that the way you enjoy on stage, right? The life you brought to the audience. It doesn't matter what age people, they all enjoy. So you can see the impact of music. Can you share us what's your thoughts about impact of music to this world? Because right now we have a lot of, especially for this year, a lot of people, they heal from music. And our show is Dolce de Soleil. Dolce de Soleil, the slogan is music heals the world.
It's a great title. It's a great cause. It's a great program that you're running here.
Thank you.
The power of music. It's basically, the music is such a powerful, powerful thing for most people.
Yes.
I actually met one person who said she wasn't affected by music, which
Wow.
I didn't quite understand that, but it's a reality. I really did run into someone like that. But 99.99999% of the people in this world, they are influenced. Music is a big part of their lives, and we can't, you can't deny that. And I'm very happy to be part of that, the music scene. I'm happy you're part of the music scene, and all these people tuning in are also enjoying the power of music and seeing how music comes about and how we can keep it alive.
In fact, I feel very honored that we can play music and we can deliver this.
Correct.
We are like a music ambassador, to be honest.
Yeah,
Right?
that's right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very important. 刚刚 Granville 我们讲到这音乐呢对人类的影响哈，尤其在今年疫情，大家经历过一连串的忧郁啊、挫折啊、失败啊、封闭啊，就是沮丧啊、伤心啊 ，OK， 就孤独啦、寂寞，我们很多人都是靠音乐走过来的。所以呢，刚刚他 Granville 讲了，他问过，曾经只有这么一个人告诉他，他对音乐对他来说一点都没有影响。但是实际上呢，在99.9%的人，他们多多少少都会喜欢音乐给他们带来的一种不同的情绪的反应。I think today, before our show ends, I wish our show can run longer. We can hear more of your songs.
Me too.
Yeah.
Just to be here with everybody, not
Yes.
just my songs, but your songs, and
Yeah.
just music is something, and just being together with people too. Hopefully, we can do it all under one roof soon.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. But in 2 days, we are having Christmas Eve before it's locked down again. This time is going to be pretty big, right?
Yeah.
And I would like to end our show with this song that I think this song brings a lot of impact to the world. It's called The Prayer. It started with Andrew Bocelli and Celine Dion. So many people sung it, and so many people find comfort through it. I would like to use this one as our end song, and I would like to say a little bit prayer for our audience. Hope they can celebrate Christmas this year in a little bit different way. Yeah. Would you perform for us? Yeah. 我们最后一首歌，在圣诞节的前夕，我们要用这首祷告。我想跟大家分享我们这个祷告这首歌。在这首歌里面呢，全世界的人都能够找到很多的安慰，它带有一种祝福的成分在里面，让我们在这个圣诞节的时候，我们能够找到平安，在不管什么样负面的情绪里面，我们能够慢慢的抱着希望，继续的向前走。让我们一起来欣赏。 苦的人，我们希望他们能够重新看到欢笑。如果在今年你们失去了你们的所爱，我希望你们能够在忧伤中，在这首曲子里面得到安慰，因为他们现在已经在天父的怀里面。今年在经济上受到冲击的人，希望我们明年再有更多的力量，我们能够再一次的站起来。今天这首祷告，希望成为我们圣诞节前夕，大家再次找到平安，再次展望面前。I want to thank Granville so much. Your beautiful music, your beautiful music. I want to say Merry Christmas and wish everyone a Happy New Year. Same thing. Say goodbye to our audience.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
走出心灵的阴霾，活出生命的色彩。别让青春在期待，改造每一个现在。走出心灵的阴霾，活出生命的色彩。别让青春。走出心灵的阴霾，活出生命的色彩。别让青春在期待，改造每一个现在。走出心灵的阴霾，活出生命。